Did beings from the sky once rule Earth? This is a question that humanity has been pondering for thousands of years. Ancient legends from great civilizations tell of extraterrestrial beings. Gods with powers beyond the limits of human understanding. But are these stories just myths? Or is there truly an external intervention, beings who once shaped the very destiny of mankind? In this video, we will dive deep into the mystery of the Watchers, those mysterious beings from the sky. Anunnaki, gods some believe to be aliens, and other celestial beings described in the sacred texts of ancient civilizations. These entities may have once ruled Earth, imparted knowledge, built civilizations, and perhaps even created humanity itself. From the ancient stone tablets of Mesopotamia, where the Anunnaki are revered as supreme gods, to the mystical tales in Egyptian mythology, and the Devas of India, beings thought to have helped build human society. Could we uncover the truth behind these stories, or are they simply fantasies? Why did these ancient cultures, separated by vast distances and time, all speak of celestial beings descending from the heavens, bringing unimaginable power and knowledge? Join me as we embark on a fascinating journey where science and mythology collide, where the secrets of the universe are revealed. We won't just seek answers about the past, but also ask profound questions about the future. Could these beings return? And if we were indeed created by them, what will we become in this vast universe? Imagine, for a moment, a striking similarity across countless ancient stories from great civilizations. Beings descending from the sky, gods or extraterrestrial entities that once ruled Earth. These beings were not mere mythological symbols. Some scholars believe they were the creators themselves, carrying knowledge and power from distant planets, possibly even extraterrestrial. But their intervention in humanity's story wasn't limited to bestowing wisdom. Could their presence be a sign of a cosmic plan far beyond our comprehension? The Watchers, the angels in the Book of Enoch, are one of the earliest depictions of sky beings in mythology. But these were no ordinary observers. They were beings who brought knowledge, imparting the secrets of the universe to mankind. However, this was no unconditional gift. These angels faced dire consequences. A punishment that reflected their inability to control the immense power they introduced to humanity. They gave knowledge, but did not foresee its devastating consequences. Knowledge of nature, biological secrets, technologies, and weapons that could change the very fabric of human society. Were their actions simply a misguided intervention in a guiding process? Or did they have ulterior motives, plans that go beyond anything we can understand? This leads to a key hypothesis. Could it be that the Watchers were not angels, but extraterrestrial beings? Visitors from the far reaches of the universe delivering secrets that humanity couldn't control? This story intersects with the Anunnaki, cosmic entities from the ancient Sumerian civilization. Believed to have come from the distant planet Nibiru. According to ancient texts like Enuma Elish, the Anunnaki were not merely gods, but extraterrestrials with a clear agenda to exploit Earth's resources. But what's striking is that their presence on Earth wasn't solely for material gain. According to some theories, they created humanity. These beings, with advanced knowledge in genetics and technology, merged their own DNA with that of ancient creatures, creating humans as a labor species. This isn't just a creation story, it might be a sign of a cosmic intervention in the process of evolution. Are we truly the product of a deliberate creation, or are we merely an accident in a vast biological experiment? But if we continue to ask questions, could their intervention go beyond the creation of humanity? The Anunnaki may not have come solely to exploit resources and control humanity. They may have been trying to alter our destiny. We must ask, was our creation meant to serve them? Or could we be evolving into a species that transcends what they are capable of controlling? These stories also can't ignore the Neteru, the gods of ancient Egypt. In Egyptian mythology, the Neteru were not distant beings. They were powerful entities intricately connected with humanity. They not only ruled, but also taught humans how to organize society, build civilizations, and even control natural events. But are the Neteru merely symbols of divine governance? Or could they have been beings from another universe, possessing superior intellect, here to pass on knowledge that humanity was not yet ready to receive? However, all of these images are not just mythological constructs. Civilizations like ancient India, with their devas, also depict beings from the sky with unimaginable power. Much like the gods of Egypt or Sumer, the devas carried within them the ability to control the cosmos, alter nature, and determine the fate of humankind. They didn't just teach about nature, they orchestrated major events throughout history. But are they also extraterrestrial beings, coming from a distant space to execute a deep plan beyond human comprehension. One common thread among all these beings is their origin from places unreachable. Sky, space, other dimensions. And here lies the great question: is their intervention merely a point of contact with humanity? Or could we truly be their creation, designed, shaped, and monitored for a deeper purpose? Was their appearance random? Or are we part of a grand cosmic plan that humans cannot fully comprehend? We cannot deny that these beings, whether divine or extraterrestrial, have played a critical role in the formation and evolution of civilization. But what if these stories actually reflect a deeper truth? That we are not the only products of the universe, but merely a part of a much larger sequence of events dictated by beings with unimaginable power. When we speak of the Watchers and Anunnaki, we are not merely confronting typical mythological stories. We are exploring archetypal beings whose characteristics and actions have the potential to radically change our perception of the world and existence. These entities are not distant symbols. They are beings imbued with superhuman powers. But at the same time, they reflect very human qualities: ambition, power, and an ongoing internal struggle between freedom and control. It is within this conflict that we begin to realize that they are not just outsiders, they are mirrors of ourselves. In the book of Enoch, the Watchers are described as angels tasked with watching over and protecting humanity. However, these angels were not mere passive observers. They were individuals with human-like traits, driven by a thirst for knowledge and freedom. Their intervention in humanity's development, imparting the secrets of astronomy, metallurgy, medicine, and warfare, was not a simple act of assistance. It was a spiritual rebellion. They were not just passive watchers, they were violators. Beings who crossed the boundary between heaven and earth to intervene in the evolution of mankind. However, their actions were not without consequence. It is said that when the Watchers began bestowing their superior knowledge to humanity, they didn't just provide information, they created a profound upheaval in society. These teachings did not merely serve to assist humanity, but to alter how people perceived the world, changing social structures, political systems, and even warfare. In their exchange of knowledge, we see a clear image of the internal contradiction within the Watchers. They came from a noble place, yet their violation of the laws of the cosmos reflected human nature, ambition, curiosity, and the desire to alter destiny. The rebellion of the Watchers forces us to ask, was this an irresponsible act of giving humanity power it was not yet ready to control? Or did the Watchers truly believe that humanity deserved this knowledge, to rise on its own? However, by intervening in this unorthodox way, they too brought upon themselves a harsh punishment. Banishment from heaven, a warning that nothing, no matter how grand, can change the course of the universe without consequences. In contrast to the Watchers are the Anunnaki, beings from the planet Nibiru, a group of cosmic entities described in Sumerian text. What sets the Anunnaki apart is not only their power, but the context of their arrival on Earth. Much like the Watchers, the Anunnaki intervened in humanity's development, but for a very different purpose. Instead of offering knowledge for the benefit of mankind or human progress, their aim was personal, to exploit Earth's resources, particularly gold. What's striking about the Anunnaki is not just their supernatural abilities, but their highly structured hierarchy. Enki, the god of knowledge and water, with his far-reaching vision, always sought to protect humanity, although his colleagues didn't always approve. On the other hand, Enlil, god of air and storms, held a much harsher view of humanity, seeing them as mere laborers unworthy of possessing advanced knowledge. The relationship between Enki and Enlil reflects not only a division of power between gods, but also a philosophical battle between two concepts, freedom and control. These stories present a profound hypothesis. Could the Anunnaki have come to Earth with a long-term conquest plan? Not just through force, but by controlling knowledge and the evolutionary process of humanity? Or was their intervention simply a reaction to their own resource scarcity? As they sought ways to sustain life on their home planet, and from a deeper perspective, could their creation of humanity as a resource-driven species be an expression of a social and biological intervention that we still don't fully understand? From the intervention of the Watchers and Anunnaki, we witness the emergence of Nephilim, hybrid beings born of angels and humans. The Nephilim were not merely giants in physical form, but beings who embodied a fusion of worlds, heaven and earth. These creatures were not just the product of intervention, but symbols of the inner conflict in every human being, between power and freedom, between progress and control. The presence of the Nephilim forces us to ask whether we, humanity, could also be the result of a cosmic experiment. A crossing of extraterrestrial beings with Earth's native creatures, a blending of beings from entirely different origins. And might the appearance of the Nephilim signify the continuation of a grand cosmic experiment? Not just in biology, but in power, where extraterrestrial beings are actively seeking to control the evolution of humanity? The intervention of the Watchers and Anunnaki is not just a mythological story. The impacts they left on human civilization are profound and everlasting. We see these effects in the way humanity developed warfare, technology, and even social systems. These beings didn't just interfere in the evolutionary process. They accelerated humanity's development down a path we could not control. Could the rebellion of the Watchers and the intervention of the Anunnaki be a sign that we are living in a sequence of events beyond our comprehension? And the ultimate question remains, if we are truly the product of these beings, can we determine our own destiny? Or are we merely tools in a larger cosmic plan that we cannot fully perceive? When we turn our attention to the Anunnaki, we cannot ignore the incredibly unique traits of these beings, from their nature to their purpose in intervening on Earth. Ancient texts like the Enuma Elish not only tell of powerful gods, but also reveal the complex characteristics and motivations behind their actions. The Anunnaki are not simply supernatural figures in mythology, according to modern theories. They might actually be extraterrestrial beings, bringing with them cosmic knowledge that defies explanation within the scope of ancient civilizations. One of the most striking aspects of the Anunnaki is their combination of superior power and their intervention in human development. According to legend, the Anunnaki are not merely benevolent deities, but beings with very clear and sometimes selfish goals. They came to Earth not out of compassion or a desire to help humanity, but because they needed a vital resource, gold. In ancient texts, is believed to be essential for the survival of their home planet, Nibiru, from which they originated. This raises an important question. If the Anunnaki came to Earth solely for their own benefit, do they truly see humanity as allies, or do they merely view us as tools to fulfill their own agenda? However, the Anunnaki's intervention in humanity's development did not stop at resource extraction. They also created humans by combining their own DNA with local creatures. According to some theories, they used advanced technology to interfere in the evolutionary process, creating a species that could serve in laborious tasks in their gold mines and massive construction projects. Could this be a sign that we humans are not a natural evolution of Earth, but rather the result of cosmic intervention? They were not merely visitors to do their own work. They also created a new species, a labor force with the strength and capabilities to serve the purposes of these extraterrestrial beings. One of the most influential theories regarding the Anunnaki is that of Zecharia Sitchin, the American researcher who proposed that the Anunnaki are extraterrestrial beings from Nibiru, a distant planet beyond the orbit of the planets in our solar system. Sitchin argued that this planet periodically passes near Earth every 3,600 years, and each time the Anunnaki intervene in the development of Earth. These beings brought humanity technologies and knowledge far beyond the comprehension of humans at the time. However, this theory has been highly controversial within the scientific community due to the lack of concrete evidence to confirm the existence of Nibiru or the Anunnaki's interference in human evolution. Yet, when we look at monumental structures like the pyramids of Giza, megalithic sites, and other ancient monuments around the world, might these be strange evidence of such intervention? Could it be that the technology the Anunnaki imparted to humanity helped build these structures, surpassing the building capabilities of ancient humans? The Anunnaki not only left their mark on the culture of ancient Sumer, but also had a profound influence on other civilizations. Structures like the pyramids of Giza in Egypt, Stonehenge in England, and Machu Picchu in Peru are prime examples of timeless constructions with building techniques that far exceed what humans of the time could have understood. The precision with which the pyramids aligned with the stars, or the astronomical knowledge that ancient civilizations possessed, could all be the result of teachings passed down from the Anunnaki. Are these monuments merely products of human intellect? Or are they truly the remnants of a cosmic experiment, where the Anunnaki intervened to guide humanity's development in the direction they desired? The accuracy in building these structures and the techniques that ancient humans may not have known could be explained by assistance from extraterrestrial beings. Are the pyramids eternal monuments built by the Anunnaki to mark their presence, or perhaps even part of their long-term plan for Earth and humanity? The theories about the Anunnaki do not just invite us to reflect on the past, but also open up profound questions about the future. If the Anunnaki truly are extraterrestrial beings, their existence could change the way we understand the universe and ourselves. Will they return? And if they do, will we be ready to face the beings that created us? Or will we remain mere tools in a cosmic plan that we cannot fully comprehend? Ultimately, the intervention of the Anunnaki may not be a simple myth. but a part of a larger universe where humanity might just be a piece of a greater network, part of a vast experiment that we have yet to fully understand. And as we explore the remaining ruins and traces left behind, we may only just begin to realize that the Anunnaki were not ancient gods, but beings with cosmic power and intelligence, carrying with them the secrets of our very existence. But also profound traces that reflect fundamental questions about human evolution, power, and the intervention of extraterrestrial beings in our development. These entities are not just mythological archetypes, they are beings driven by complex motives, with deep impacts on human nature and the future of mankind. According to the Book of Enoch, the Watchers are described as angels assigned with the task of observing and guiding humanity. However, these angels were not mere passive observers. They actively intervened in the development of humankind, bringing knowledge of astronomy, construction, and warfare. Their intervention was not an act of pure altruism. Rather, it was a deliberate act, a rebellion against the natural order. As these beings crossed the boundaries between heaven and earth to interfere with human evolution, what's important about the Watchers is that they brought knowledge far beyond humanity's capacity to comprehend at the time. The techniques they imparted, especially regarding warfare and weaponry, did not simply lead to rapid progress for humankind. They opened a new path where knowledge and technology became tools of power and ambition. They didn't just give us knowledge of the natural world. They opened new possibilities for exploiting and controlling resources. However, this change came with unforeseen consequences. Humans not only learned to create tools, but also how to fight and rule, leading to instability within human society. So were the Watchers simply beings with pure motives? Or were they beings from another world, possessing knowledge and intelligence far beyond humanity, but lacking understanding of the consequences of their actions? Did their intervention change humanity's destiny in ways they couldn't foresee? They brought knowledge, but they didn't have the ability to control the consequences of that knowledge. Their actions seemed to reflect a contradiction. While they gave humanity the ability to become powerful and free, they also created an unstable outcome, with humans not yet ready to face the power they now held. The story of the Anunnaki takes on a different, yet equally profound direction. According to the Enuma Elish, the Anunnaki are extraterrestrial beings from Nibiru, a planet outside our solar system. They were not simply gods who ruled over us. They had a complex relationship with humanity. Their intervention on Earth was not just about resource extraction, but also about creating humanity, which introduces a new view on evolution. Humans were not a natural product of Earth, but the product of a cosmic experiment. The relationship between Enki and Enlil, two key deities of the Anunnaki, was not just a power struggle between two individuals, but a symbol of two opposing worldviews. One that favored freedom and protection of humanity, represented by Enki, and one that emphasized control, using humanity as a labor force, represented by Enlil. This conflict within the Anunnaki reflects the contradictions at the heart of their own nature. An intervention that is both constructive and exploitative. Enki and Enlil are not only symbols of a power struggle, but also represent two different perspectives on evolution and power. One that sees humanity as a species with potential for development, and the other that views humans as mere tools for labor. This division is not just a conflict between two individuals, but a conflict inherent in the very nature of humankind. Between the freedom to seek knowledge and the power to control the world around us. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Anunnaki is their genetic manipulation of humanity. Creating the Nephilim, hybrid beings between angels and humans. The Nephilim were not just giants in physical form, but entities that carried within them the strength and intelligence of extraterrestrial beings, transcending the limitations of humanity. Yet the appearance of the Nephilim raises a bigger question. When the Anunnaki intervened in human evolution, they didn't just create a new species, they created a new world. Where power and evolution no longer depended on nature, but on the intervention of extraterrestrial beings. Was the creation of the Nephilim a step forward in human evolution? Or were we merely products of a cosmic plan? If the Nephilim were the result of a hybridization between humans and beings from the sky, can we consider ourselves products of this intervention? The question of the Nephilim is not only about biological hybridization, but also about power and our destiny. Are we truly free beings? Or are we merely tools in a cosmic plan we cannot fully comprehend? The Watchers and Anunnaki are not just beings with supernatural power. They are entities that reflect the contradictions within human nature. Freedom and power, creativity and control. They intervened in the natural course of humanity, causing changes that could not be controlled. And leaving traces that still exist to this day. Monumental structures. The stories of the flood and the legends of the return of the Anunnaki all lead to a larger question about humanity's destiny. Are we truly free in our evolution? Or are we just products of a greater cosmic plan where our power and destiny do not belong to us? As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, the story of the Watchers and Anunnaki is not just a journey to uncover truths from the past, but also a confrontation with profound existential questions about our existence, about power, and about possible interventions by beings far beyond our understanding. In the vast, infinite universe that we are striving to explore, there exist stories that defy explanation. Beings and events that surpass all limits of human understanding. One of the most fascinating and enigmatic stories comes from Indian mythology. Revolving around celestial beings known as Devas and Asuras. the battle between the Devas, benevolent beings, and the Asuras, rebellious entities. Represents an eternal conflict between order and chaos, light and darkness, preservation and destruction. But is this battle merely a myth, or does it reflect a profound struggle inherent in the fabric of the universe? And in humanity itself. In Indian mythology, Devas are depicted as benevolent beings, representing creation, protection, and balance in the universe. They are supreme gods, capable of controlling nature and the cosmic elements. In contrast, Asuras stand as the rebellious counterparts, embodying chaos, destruction, and instability. The battle between the Devas and the Asuras is not only a clash between two divine forces, but a reflection of the universe's struggle to maintain order amidst turmoil. The question arises, can a perfect world exist free of contradictions? Or is the nature of the universe one of perpetual opposition? Where light and darkness, preservation and destruction continually interlace and interact? This cosmic conflict profoundly impacted human civilization, as the Devas and Asuras did not just control natural forces. They were entities that directly influenced the development of ancient civilizations. They were builders, creators of the world's foundations, yet also destroyers, throwing everything into chaos. Could their influence continue into the future as humanity moves closer to uncovering the mysteries of the universe and forces still beyond our control? One of the most mystical elements in Hindu mythology is the description of Vimanas. Mythical flying machines used by both Devas and Asuras. These Vimanas were not just vehicles of travel, they were incredible machines with the ability to soar through the skies, capable of moving through space and time. In many ancient stories, these Vimanas are described as gravity-defying chariots, flying at astounding speeds and utilizing propulsion systems that humanity could not yet comprehend. The Vaimanika Shastra, an ancient Indian text, provides a detailed account of these Vimanas, painting a picture vastly different from anything we know about modern technology. The Vimanas were not merely means of transportation, but machines with the ability to alter gravity, manipulate unknown energy sources, and fly at speeds beyond anything humans could imagine. This raises an intriguing question. Could these Vimanas be the product of an advanced cosmic civilization that visited Earth in ancient times? Bringing knowledge and technology that we are still unable to explain with our current scientific theories. The Vimanas described in the Vaimanika Shastra not only evoke images of modern flying vehicles, but also reflect a civilization with superior knowledge of the cosmos and technology. Could these Vimanas be evidence of extraterrestrial intervention? Beings from the sky who came to Earth long ago, passing on secrets about space, energy, and gravity? The descriptions of these Vimanas seem not merely to be mystical stories, but signs of an understanding of technology and science far ahead of its time. Knowledge that we, today, are only beginning to explore and comprehend. This opens up a larger hypothesis. Could the civilization of the Devas and Asuras have truly existed? And did their intervention in the past lay the foundation for the leaps we are witnessing today in science? Perhaps the Vimanas and other mysterious technologies are the result of extraterrestrial intervention. Beings from the sky who imparted superior knowledge and technology to humankind, technologies that ancient people could never have developed on their own? As we look back at the ancient stories of the Devas, Asuras, and Vimanas, we cannot help but ask, could these secrets continue to influence our development in the future? As humanity approaches closer to exploring space, searching for life beyond Earth, will we encounter other cosmic beings like the Devas and Asuras? Beings with superior knowledge who may assist or even control the course of our evolution. The universe is vast, full of mysteries. And we are only scratching the surface of questions that remain unanswered. The Devas and Asuras, along with the Vimanas, may only be the tip of the iceberg. We live in an era where the secrets of the universe are slowly being revealed. And the ancient stories of beings from the sky may be just the beginning of a deeper journey to understand ourselves and the cosmos around us. As we reflect on the cosmic beings humanity has encountered, the Watchers, Anunnaki, and other sky-born entities. We are not simply gazing at the mystical stories recorded in ancient civilizations. We are confronting a profound question. Do we, the inhabitants of Earth, truly understand the origins of our existence? These beings are not just mythological symbols. They are entities with the power and influence that profoundly shape the formation and development of humanity. They propelled us to monumental advancements in knowledge, but also left us with a legacy filled with contradictions. Their intervention reshaped the very nature of humankind. Bringing progress while simultaneously opening doors to unforeseen dangers. Are we truly free in our evolution? Or are we merely pawns in a cosmic game beyond our understanding? As we explore the interventions of the Watchers and Anunnaki, we are not only uncovering mysterious legends, the Watchers, through their gift of knowledge and uncontrollable intervention, created a humanity that not only learned, but surpassed its limits. Yet, the freedom they bestowed may be a double-edged sword. As humanity was unprepared to face the immense power now at its fingertips, the Anunnaki, extraterrestrials from Nibiru, did not simply create humanity but shaped our destiny to serve their own ends. The conflict between Enki and Enlil was not merely a battle between two individuals. But a reflection of the clash between freedom and control, creativity and domination. And beings like the Nephilim. The result of the hybridization between angels and humans are not just tales of physical might, but entities carrying the unresolved conflict between the heavens and the earthly realm. The story of the Watchers and Anunnaki does not end with the past. The mysteries that remain, the enigmatic traces left in ancient civilizations, and the stories of the flood, of rebirth and new beginnings after catastrophe. Raise significant questions about the future of humanity. Are we ready to face the return of these cosmic beings? Can we transcend the limits set by the Watchers and Anunnaki? Or will we forever remain mere tools in a cosmic plan we cannot fully comprehend?